All right, another bold claim that I made as far as being a part of this program is that you can eat whatever you want without sabotaging your results. Now, if you're like me, I like a good hamburger, but even more, I really love French fries, especially when they're done the right way. And so, when I make this claim about how can you eat whatever you want, like understand, like this is something that I live by myself. And the reason why I say that is because, as I said in some other videos before, if you are on a diet plan that's super restrictive, again, if you might have tried Whole 30 or Paleo or low carb or low fat, and all of these diets like really restrict you on what you can eat. And if you are a person who grew up their entire life, who loves ice cream, who loves cake, who loves bread with their dinner, and then all of a sudden you just went cold turkey to try to cut those things off, even if you found results, we also found that those results are hard to sustain because we crave those things that we love. And so for me, even as a personal trainer myself, if you ever follow me on my Instagram page at Coach Rico Strong, you'll see on my stories that I post pictures of food all the time because I refuse to give up the things that I enjoy the most, right? I refuse to take a Tupperware of chicken and broccoli every time I want to go hang out with my friends for game night or to a movie theater. I'm not taking it to a wedding if one of my friends is getting married and I'm like, no, I'm on this diet, right? And I'm not going to inconvenience my friends either to go out of their way to like cater to my special diet. And so I had to find a way to figure out, how do I eat the things that I enjoy and still get the results? All right. So there's a couple of principles that we need to like really understand, and then I'm also going to help you see how working with this program really helps you kind of take some of the thinking out of it, that allows you a lot of flexibility to enjoy the food that you like. So the first thing that we have to understand is that calories are king. Um, and it's very easy to illustrate this, right? If we're on a weight loss program, for an example, and I said, all right, if you don't eat for 3 to 4 days, you are guaranteed to lose weight. And while that might be true, you'll lose weight, but again, we know that we won't be able to sustain that kind of eating pattern of starvation without dying or without other massive consequences, right? So if the extreme version of not eating means that you would lose weight, the opposite end too is like eating too much gains you weight. And that's how we just simply come to the conclusion that calories are king. If you are eating more, if food is energy, if you're eating more energy than you are expending in a day, it'll be impossible to lose the weight. All right. Now, there's some balance to that. Again, in the program, the balance between how much working out and the energy expenditure between what you're eating, that's part of the program to really nail down to make sure you're not working out too much or eating too little or too much. There's a balance there. But understanding that calories are king, that's where it starts. So in the program, one of the things that we do for you is we come up with a meal plan every week that's simple, that doesn't cut out your carbs, it doesn't cut out your dairy, it doesn't cut out anything that you don't want cut out. And we will put those things, as well as all the calories and your macronutrients like your protein, the right amount of ratios for everything you need in that meal plan. And then it still allows you that wiggle room. So that way, if you want to go on an impromptu date night, if you're on a date, you don't have to bring your Tupperware. If you're on a date, you can have a little bit of alcohol. If you wanted to go to happy hour because your coworkers said we need to celebrate something, like you can do those impromptu things or planned things with the meal prep plan that we have for you, so you can continue to enjoy what you want. That is the big deal right there, taking that thinking out of it. All right, does that make sense? I mean, does that get you excited? I know it gets me excited to help clients kind of get to that point. And when you develop the habit of like understanding like what you're looking at when you're eating, and you know what is in it, eventually you don't need that food plan anymore. Eventually you just walk around just understanding, like, when I eat this, I know what I'm eating. I know the energy that I'm putting into my body, and it just clicks. It literally clicks in your brain. Now, There's some other things that are as like a side note, like a part of this programming, because for some of us, it's hard to do the right things, and so uh, not only do I help take the thinking out of it for you and through this program by giving you a meal plan that I send you, so it takes care of exactly what to eat, and it's simple, it's delicious, it's enjoyable. But we also kind of start focusing on habits, right? Like I had one of my close friends used to be addicted to Dr. Pepper. We know that sodas, are empty calories that are not helping us achieve our goals. And so what we focused on was like, okay, we're not going to go cold turkey, all right? But what we can do is like, let's just see how much Dr. Pepper you drink in a week, and then let's see if we can just systematically and progressively cut back. The first couple of weeks were the hardest, but once he started to feel like or realize how good he felt, then the rest of it became easier and easier until he really like severely cut back on his Dr. Pepper, and now it's like a very rare occasion. And it only took a matter of a few weeks. So again, as your one-on-one coach, we customize your plan so that way not only are we giving you the tools of a meal plan, we're giving you the wiggle room so you can still eat your pizza and burger and fries and go hang out with your friends. But we also have that one-on-one connection to where if there's something in your lifestyle that is a habit that needs to be adjusted, that we're not going to be so restrictive and so strict and so intense like some of these diets are that haven't worked. We'll find a plan that allows you to make those changes over time, and therefore it becomes sustainable. All right. So I hope that helps you guys. Again, my name is Coach Rico Strong. I look forward to talking with you guys soon as we develop more into your program.